Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Hainsey coming back for another video, and today we're here to review the pre-season challenge game between the Manly Seagulls and the Sydney Roosters. The Manly Seagulls got the job done over the Chookies 28-16. There's a lot to take out of this game, definitely. And we'll get this in the review, so we'll get straight into it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, see more videos like this one. We are currently at 645 subscribers. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Really good start to the season so far. Not even halfway through February, we're going to about nearly 50 subscribers in the first month or so before even the footy hasn't even started. So, which is great to see. So, thank you guys for the support so far. Once again, follow me on my TikTok, follow me on Instagram. It means a lot. So, it really is appreciated. So, alright, guys, let's get stuck into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Here is my 2023 NRL pre-season challenge review of the Sydney Roosters and Manly Seagulls clash. Hope you guys enjoy. Come on! Yeah! Look, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. We were terrible. That's just the bottom line there. We were absolutely dreadful in this game. Look, a few things I can take out of this game. But I know what you guys are going to be thinking. I know what all of these non-Roosters fans and just absolutely hate the Roosters will be thinking. It's like, have your moment in the sun, right? Like, congratulations, you guys are on top of the world because you guys watched the Roosters lose in a trial. Look, again, it's... Well, I don't want to be too negative about it. Like, it's a trial, all that stuff matters, but, you got to think what just happened out there. I wanted to wait till today, or the day after, to do this review because, I wanted to wait till what we had to say about the result before I go and say my part kind of thing. So it was like that. So obviously we'll go through some key stats like we normally do. Just going to get it up here. Surprisingly, it was actually pretty evenly matched on stats wise. So I'll get it up here. So possession was 50-50. Completion rate, that's the obvious thing that went through the window. Manly's was 72%. Ours was 65%. Completion rate, completed sets 29-27. All run meters was 1,799 for the Roosters. Manly's was 1,638. Post contact meters was even as well, 223 to 221. Line breaks 6-3. Yeah, I get that. Tackle breaks 30 each. Kick run meters 162, 93. Missed tackles was 30 each. Penalties 8-7. Errors 16-12. It was pretty evenly matched. But the two things here that you've got to notice in this, that was the difference. You would say it was that number one, our attack was sloppy. Really sloppy, which led into the completion rate was terrible. We dropped too much ball, 12 errors, that. I think if you look at that, that's probably going to be one of our most biggest Achilles heel this year, apart from injuries, is going to be our completion rate. You're never going to win a game of football with 65% completion rate. So it was, in the end, the scoreline doesn't really reflect on how the game went. In the end, the Roosters made it 26-16. It was 26-0 with 15 minutes to go. So, obviously, there was a few key outs in this game. So there was no Manu, there was no Kiri, no Walker, no Jared, and no Crichton. There was also no Joseph Suaalii. He actually played, but he only played about 10 minutes because he got a head knock, failed his HIA. He should be good to go for round one, hopefully. So it wasn't our... I know there was a pretty strong side for the Roosters with, Teddy there. There was a new centre. There was definitely a new right side with not Momorowski. Corey Allen and Jackson Polo. So he didn't play. Oh, those two were in the new combination. Suoliti's first full game in the centres with Tupou. Obviously, he didn't play. He did play, but he didn't play much. So that went out the window a little bit. In our halves, we had Drew Hutchinson and Sandon Smith. Our front row was pretty good. Collins and Matty Lodge, Cheese Hooker, the Butcher Brothers and Radley is your back row. So it was a pretty strong side to start with. And look, it all started from you could say you wouldn't say, looking at it now, it wasn't a lucky try for Manly, that first one. It was actually a really good try for Manly from the tap back into the arms there. And I think it was Tula Pilotu or something like that scored. Talangi or something like that. He scored scored off a tap back, and they just started from there. The two things in this game, we didn't take our chances. I think it was a moment there where Polo dropped it over the line from a good kick. That's footy. Tupou he was literally had himself in the in goal, but 4 guys were able to hold him up and take him over the sideline, which you don't really see that at all from Tupou. So obviously Manly played good, really, really good, and they obviously deserved the win. Their defence was good. That's one thing that they noticed, was their defence was really good. And they were just sort of our set plays are easy to read, and they were rushing up on Teddy, trying to do a couple, his flick-ons, which worked nearly most of the time, and unfortunately didn't get it right tonight. Well, last night, obviously Manly defended well. And I guess the different halves combination there doesn't help, and you think with like Radley, Walker, Keary, and Teddy, that will link up better than Hutchinson and Sandon Smith. But yeah, it was just disappointing how we played. Like I was more frustrated about the performance and the result. I couldn't care less about the result. And yes, it's a pre-season trial. But at the end of the day, it was just shocking. Like, too much drop ball. Like, we're sloppy in attack with our set plays. Completion rate, so many unforced errors, too many easy penalties out of trouble. That's sort of the norm from us sometimes. And on top of that, our defence through the middle, sometimes they just picked us apart. But for me, I'm not too worried about the result as long as we get it right round 1. Like, obviously, it was our last hit out until we play the Dolphins in 2 weeks' time. Spoiler alert, I will be there. But yeah, like, obviously, I'm not really going to think too much about this result as long as we get round 1 right. If we go out and play round 1 against the Dolphins and the Dolphins play like that, and we play like that, they will pull their pants down, and then all of a sudden we have some issues. So, but anyway, look, not the great result, but end of the day, we move on. It's only a pre-season trial. The cobwebs, obviously Teddy hasn't played since the World Cup. All different combinations. So I'll get into some players now that I want to mention. I'm not going to... obviously, the first one I want to mention was Drew Hutchinson. He absolutely played terrible. And we all say this for years. Drew Hutchinson. We always have the same stuff about Drew Hutchinson. He's not a 5'8". He does not suit this team. And it proved tonight once again that he was probably one of our worst players. Just making mistakes. Yeah, just not... Obviously, it doesn't help when we don't have our normal halves pairing, but that's fine. I think that's the only bad player I could think. Our forwards were good, though. Like, Lodge and Lindsay Collins, again, they look good. So, that's something to take out of it. Good try, though, but Lindsay scored a good try. I thought our young guns, once again, come into that last 20 minutes, so... Played some good footy in the end. We played some good footy in the end, and they were throwing the ball around and got 3 tries on the board. I thought one of our best players was Terrell May when he come off the bench and just ran through the middle, ran hard, tackled hard, played some good footy. I'm not really convinced on Egan Butcher as a back row yet. I think he's more of a middleman, but we'll see how he goes with him. Teddy, yeah, look, cobwebs for him. Like, he was a bit rusty. A lot of us were. I think that was their first proper hit out with proper defence. So, learning curves. I think Robbo in the next 2 weeks he'll find what was wrong. last night. He'll go through it, pick out what we did wrong, and he'll sort it out. It's Robbo. Robbo we trust, right? So I think a little thing too as well that we do start like this. Really, like we just start terrible to start the years, and now more than ever that we need to win round one. Like only because of like that just forgets the trial, because I know a lot of fans are gonna be like, oh, the Roosters overhyped once again, blah blah blah. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest performance last night, don't get me wrong, but still, and yeah, they probably got every right. They just, because that's what they do when they hate the Roosters, they just write us off after one game. Manly looked good. Again, I think that Schuster 5'8" really went well. Good link-ups there. Garrick played well. They all played well, Manly. But we're not here to talk about Manly. It's a Roosters review, not Manly Roosters review. It's just a Roosters review. Yeah, look, I don't think it's the end of the world yet. It is what it is. You just cop it on the chin and move on, pretty much. Like, Manly fans would be something to be impressed about, that's for sure. But, look, it's not the end of the world, that's for sure. The one thing I will notice about this game, it was the comments from Robbo after the game. He's got it up here. I just wanted to wait till the day after to see what a lot of people have said about it. And I have it here. So, basically, there's a few injuries at the Roosters at the moment where all of a sudden, it's come out now, there's a little bit of touch and go for these guys to come back. So, obviously, come round one, we're going to get... This is confirmed to be back for round one. Sam Walker will come back. Jared will come back. Them two are confirmed. There's a little bit of doubt in Joey Manu at the moment. So, they're saying that Joey Manu is a touch and go with a cheekbone or something like that. So... They're saying it was a 4-week recovery, and it's literally 4 weeks between the injury until round one, so he's touch and go. Obviously, we know Robbo, he's not going to risk it. His Manu's not right. He's not right. So Ali, obviously HIA taken off, failed it. He'll be back. He's got 2 weeks to. He'll go through the HIA protocols, but he's got 2 weeks to go through whatever he needs to do to get. He'll be right round one. Luke Keary, apparently, so it's now confirmed that he got hit on the jaw, so he's going to be touch and go as well to go round one. And then that's going to be the question, who plays 6 at round one? I just hope it's not Drew Hutchison. It will be, but I'd give Jake Turpin a run. Give him the first crack at 6, I think. I'm going to play him at 6 if he's not right. And obviously, we spoke about it in the preview, but Angus Crichton, there's no word on Angus Crichton at the moment. I don't know what's going on there. So hopefully, like, he's still been around at training. He's still promoting stuff about round one, which he did with the Allianz post. So he should be right to go. He did a little bit of a live stream this morning with some fans, and I didn't really pay much attention to it, but I think someone asked him about it, and I think he's fine. It was a bit of a question though that he wasn't named in any of the trials. So hopefully he comes out and someone asked him on the live, like, what do you thought of the performance? I said, it's fine, we're building. And it's fine. And that's probably the perfect response. We're building. It's building a season. So there's no need to panic yet. So I'm not anyway. Like, I was a little bit disappointed with how we played, but it's long gone now. Like, obviously I'm not worried about it. If round one comes around and we play like that, then I'm worried. So. But yeah, so we're gonna be touch and go with some injuries come round one. Hopefully, we all overcome that. But I think the good thing is about Robbo, though, he won't play them if they're not right, and we have the squad mentality to fill every position, and that's gonna be touch and go on who plays. I thought our youngsters, again, like I said, they were really good. Katoa, Walga, no, not Walga, Polga. He played good too in the centres. I thought Corey Allen and Paulo, that centre combination, I don't think that worked. But, maybe as a suggestion, you bring either one of them to the centres and have. So I think we'll have Suali'i, Manu, and then Paulo on the wing there. But if it doesn't work, we'll always refine that. But yeah, so obviously first hit out with our main squad, and that didn't go to plan. But I think Robbo, we've got 2 weeks now to get that right, so I think we'll be okay. So don't stress, Roosters fans. I think we'll be okay. But that's going to end the review there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn notifications on to see more videos like this one. Next week, we got some very special content coming out to you next week. Next week, we will have the Sportshed TV charity match preview with one of the Sportshed TV boys themselves on the Wednesday night. We're still deciding if we're going to live stream it or do just like a pre-recorded and have it out on the Thursday. But that is to be announced. And obviously next Saturday is the Sportshed TV charity event down there at Lipcombe Oval on the Saturday, 22nd of February. Make sure you guys are there. It's going to be a great, 25th of February. So 7 days away from the time of recording. So it's going to be a great day out. We'll be flying down on the Friday night, and there will be a bit of a vlog there as well. So we're getting into it very soon, that's for sure. So stick around, guys. So much content to come on the channel coming in 2023, and we're just the only beginning. So that's going to end the review there, guys. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, it's goodbye for now.